Ladies and gents, please don't mind my English. That will help you get forward. So I'm back again. I told you that let's get 250 followers. Then I do the video. So here's the video for the top 5 friends that I'm gonna mention to you, which I think they're gonna help you. The friend number one is the bank. You need a bank as a friend, and having a bank as on your side, being your friend, trust me, is gonna do miracles for you. So you need a bank as your friend, and I believe anyone can have a friend as a bank. You can have the bank as your friend. So what you can do to have start having the bank as your friend, number one is to open account. You need to open the account with the bank. So opening an account, the cost I can't say is that much. I don't know, but it's ranging between anything between 50 rand to 100 rand. So that's the cost to have the bank as your friend. Cost number one. Remember what I'm saying to you is something that you will tell me. So having a 50 rand inside your pocket, it can help you get the bank as your friend. So what you need there is just to register the account, to open an account with the bank, any bank. But for the things that you need, there are some certain banks that I'll tell you to stay away from. So I wouldn't tell you now. I'm gonna still make a good videos on that so that I don't offend anyone by saying don't use this bank as if like I'm promoting banks. I'm not promoting banks. There's no any affiliate that I'm working with or any sponsor. This content is real, straight from my heart to you. So what I would say to you is that you need a friend, and a friend number one is the bank. So having the bank on your side, the relationship can go places. Trust me. And the friend number two that you need is gonna be the what do you need? That's a friend number two. You need a credit. You need credit as your friend. Uh, the bank, the bank, a credit and the bank is never. It's not the same thing. The bank, it helps you to transact. So having a bank account, you're good in terms of transacting. But having a credit is different from having a bank. This is access. Credit is access to finance. Access to finance. I can tell you there are some kind of types of credit I wouldn't advise to you to go for, but this is not the video to cover those things. But you don't need. There are certain types of credit that I won't mention now for you to cover, for you to keep. I'll tell you that run away from them. But if you're starting out, the first credit I would advise to go for, it would be a Vodacom SIM card for data. For data. Remember, if you heard me, I never said Vodacom cell phone. I never said a floating account. Doesn't mean you don't need them, those things. But I'm saying only if you're starting out. Only if you're starting out, get something that you can work with, something that it will not damage your reputation. Remember, this is gonna be your friend. So to have a friend, you must think of long term. You mustn't have a friend that you're gonna last only 3 months, 6 months. So starting out, having a friend as Vodacom as your credit. Remember, I'm not promoting Vodacom, but I'm saying to you, why would I choose Vodacom? Vodacom, you can get a SIM card as much as 100 rand to pay per month or 50 rand. I'm not sure, but you can do an inquiry. A SIM card only contract. That's credit. What you are doing there is gonna help you build your credit going forward. So having a credit is very important. So have a credit as your friend. Remember, you must this what I'm offering currently. I can say it's just the ingredient. We need a we are we st- You still need a recipe. So I'm still gonna give you the recipe on how to keep up with these things and not lose that relationship. Because having a default on your account on a credit card, it damages your relationship together with the bank. So having credit must be an advantage to you, not a disadvantage. So the types of the things that I would still gonna outline going forward, that you don't need this, you only need that. The third friend that I'm gonna go to cover is uh you need Education. Education. In terms of education, I know some of the influencers, most of them, they will say, no, I'm making more money than a degree guy. I'm doing this than a guy, whatever. Let me tell you, having an education on your side is number one. It's very important. I wouldn't advise saying go for a degree, don't go for a degree. I'm not that intellect to go into to that subject. But what I can tell you, you need education on your side. That will help you going forward. Education in this instance is gonna be in many terms. You have to check your need. Your need. Uh, some of you might not be going to school, but watching a simple video, a video that will help you learn about a certain subject. You understand? Like you can get a video, you can watch videos for people cooking, you can get videos for people driving, a lot of things. So you need education. You need education. Education, I can say, is videos, books. You need books on your side. You need. It depends on your character, on a personality of a person, and how we see things. But we are not strict to going only to school. You can get watch videos, get books. You understand, and then you can another thing. What do you call it? For in terms of getting information, is books, internet. You can go also for the internet. So having education as your friend will help. Yes. As I was saying, you need education in terms of making it in life. You need education. I cannot dictate the kind of education that you must go for, but you must know which kind of education that you need. You need education. The number four friend that you need is a business. Business. There are so many businesses that any person can do. You just have to know which business is going to work out for you. And then in terms of the business, remember I said most of these things, the bank, the credit, the education, the business, as they are going to be your friend, these are the ingredients. So I'm going to still cover what kind of a business that you can do even when you have a job, even when you have a job. Because a job for me, it's a survivor. Working is called to survive. Yes, some people are making some decent amount and they don't see themselves surviving. But I can tell you, uh, having a job is survival because of. I'll give you a simple instance. If you can tell me, can it be how many people you've met? A doctor who runs his own practitioner will always make more money than a doctor who works, who's got a job, who's just working, who works, who's working or works. Because of when we are looking at these two people, yes, they're doing the same job, but this first doctor here on top, the one who runs his own practitioner, is running a business. That's a business, understand? But the one who's working, it's not running a business, but it's having a job. So having a job for these two guys, as much as they can be the same doctors, they can never make the same amount of money. The guy who's running his own business will always have the advantage of making more money. So why would I say the job, a business, it gives you unlimited access to income, unlimited access to income. But the guy who's working, who's having a job, he's got a limit access. He's got a limit access to his income. They can tell him that no, you having being a doctor in this company or in this hospital or wherever where he's working, they can tell him no, we're gonna pay you 80,000 a month, 200,000 a month, 300,000 a month. But the guy who's running the practitioner can have many practitioner, can open many practitioner and run more businesses than the guy who's working in a one company. You understand? So Having a job normally it forces you to go for multiples jobs for you to make it. But I'm not into that subject for today. As I told you, that I'm still gonna give you more discussion about how to make it. You understand? So you need a business as your friend, and trust me, I can hook you up. I can even show you which business you can start. Some of them having from no qualification from any, not having any qualification, or having some qualification, doesn't matter, but there are so many list of jobs that you can do. You understand? So, and easy to do, not some hard requirements. Some of them you can even kickstart them, but those ones I'm gonna unveil them on our way to 10,000. Remember, I told you we are going to 10,000 subscribers. So most of the jobs I'm gonna tell you is the ones that I'll be outlining once I start to cover the topics one by one. Because the topics I'm going to cover is these topics. These are the topics that we're going to cover step by step. As I told you that we need this, are the ingredients. So we have the ingredients, but now we're going to go for the recipe. So friend number 5, moving forward, friend number 5 is what do you call this? You need a practical, friend. This is a human being. You need a human being as your friend, but not just any human beings. And what you need is a practical one. You need a friend who can you can also reason with, is connected, not connected such that that friend, you need an informative friend. As much as he doesn't know how to connect you, he should knows what can connect you. You understand? It doesn't have to be that friend who's from a rich family, or any family. It can come from poor, it doesn't matter. But he's a type of a friend that if you ask him things, he will say, no, I know this. I'll say, for example, I had friends in my life who knew things, and then they helped me get going. That's why currently I can say I'm not that doing good that as much as, uh, how can I put it? I'm not extremely rich, but I'm doing better and good for myself, better than the most. You understand? The things I've achieved, some of the guys they're still even dreaming to achieve them. So you need a practical friend who can connect you, who can be there for you, who can even advise. Sometimes you don't need friends who are always negative. You need friends who, as much as they can come with a negative advice, they should also offer the positive advice. I would say, like for instance, I wanted to start this video thing. Then a friend of mine said, "Brah, we are not good with the camera. How do you think you're gonna succeed here?" I said, "No, I'm not good with those things, but I'll learn in the process." He said, "No, if you choose to go that route, understand, you're gonna meet this type of people with this kind of a behavior. These are the stresses you're gonna come across. But I wish you good luck in case you go forward with that idea of yours. So, and I'll also support you. You need a friend who can support you." So the last one I'll say is what you need is a number 6. This one is a bonus. Remember, I told you I'm gonna give you only the top 5. With this alone, you can make it. You understand? You can make it, but I'm gonna give you the bonus one. The bonus one, uh, it's number 6. It's a mentor. A mentor is not all the time maybe an old guy, or someone who went to school, or someone who didn't went to school. Even a guy who has failed in his life can be your mentor. A mentor is someone who said, "I've done it. I know how it's supposed to be done. I failed because I've done one, two, three, Z." You understand? So even you need a mentor. A mentor you can choose from the high end to the low end. A mentor, I can be your mentor by giving you advice on how to do something like any subject. For example, these things I'm counting here, I've done them. The only thing I couldn't go so much, it was on terms of education. I couldn't get a degree because of I chose not to go to school because of some certain reasons. But trust me, you need a mentor. A mentor it's the guy you can consult to and say, "Bruh, I'm at this stage now. What can I do?" You need that thing. And some of the mentors, I've seen them. They even charge people some ridiculous amount. So you don't need someone who can charge you. You need someone who can help you. I can help you for free by you just doing a simple thing, giving a like, follow on my videos, then having some comments about anything that issue that you want us to discuss. Because this issue, these friends I've given you here, is just the ingredient. You still need a recipe. If you have the right ingredient but you have the wrong recipe, trust me, it's a failure for disaster. It's a recipe for a disaster. So you don't want that in your life. That's why I said, let me be neutral and give you what you can like. So I'll try to do some of these things on live, because now I think they've allowed me to go on live. So some of these things, some of these topics, I'll be covering them live. But the ones that I will not be covering on lives, I'll try to I'll try to compile a video, then put it on TikTok, and also put it on Twitter. On what do you call this thing? YouTube. So this one, I think this video currently is about, I don't know, maybe a 10 minutes video or 15. I'll check, but I'll put it on the YouTube. So bear with me with the editing. I'm not good with editing, so I'll give you raw videos for you to digest. But I'll try to be some creative as much as I can wherever I can. So be patient, and also with my language. Don't mind my language so much. I'm not good with English. Uh, it's not my mother tongue, but I'll hook you up with things. So this is what you need to kickstart from today. If you're not doing good, trust me, this is a recipe. This is the ingredient. I'm still gonna reveal to you the recipe on how to work with the bank, on how to manage your credit, how to get credit, all those things, all those questions you can even imagine in your mind. I have them. I just need you to what do you call it, to comment on the comment section that which topic I should cover, what is on your mind, what are the questions you are still unclear about. Then I'll help you. So thank you.